Hello lovelies and welcome to the channel. So like I said, I have the first of 3 December daily videos going up today. So this is my cover and days 2 through to 5. Now it doesn't sound like a lot, but it was proving to be an almost 20-minute video as it was. So I had to speed it up a little bit more than usual. But anyway, so like I said, I managed to get an album. Finally got my album this year, and I like the Kaiser Craft ones. And the cover is made of like a craft chipboard MDF type thing, I think. And I was able to stamp straight onto it, which is what I decided to do this year. I haven't actually done that before. Normally, I put some embellishments on it, but yeah, I had the stamps. We seen the project that I made with these stamps before. They're Dylusions Christmas stamps, and I love the Christmas trees and I haven't used them yet, so I thought I would put them on the front cover of my album. So I did the little one first, and I was going to keep it like that, and then I thought, no, I might add this big one as well. Yes, I am using a Cuttlebug plate because I've lost my Dylusions journal block, which I usually use for these larger stamps. It's floating around the house somewhere, I just got to find it. And it didn't stamp very well, so I tried to, I had to go over it again I tried to go again a second time, but didn't line it up perfectly, of course. You know what I should have used? I really should have found a way to use my stamping platform, because I do have one. Oh well, you learn for next time. But anyway, so I decided to fix the lines with a black paint pen. And yeah, so I sped that up for you so you didn't have to see that, because it was super boring. But then I am left with a few little, you can see I double stamped it. But by the time I'm done, it covers up quite well. I use some paint pens. Turns out I don't colour in much because, yeah, I thought, what am I going to use? And then I remembered that I went on a paint pen buying bender not long ago, and I had some really nice paint pens, so I decided to colour this in with some paint pens, and also I used the Kaiser Craft metallic pens as well, so they came in handy. That's what I was going to mention. So you'll notice that I did stamp the smaller tree first, and then I decided to add the larger tree. And the way I did that is I stamped the smaller tree again on a scrap piece of paper and cut it out. I only cut out one side because I only needed one side. And I made sort of a mask, basically. And then I laid that over the top of my original stamped piece and then stamped my bigger tree. And that's how I've got the overlapping tree look. So it doesn't, like, I haven't stamped on top of my already stamped image. I've created a mask to give me a foreground and a background. It is a very cool technique, a very sneaky technique, and it makes it look like you've put a lot of effort into it when really all you've done is created a mask. Definitely something I picked up off of YouTube, thanks to good old Diane Reverley, of how she makes her crowds. But yeah, it's a really good technique and very, very simple to do. I literally just stamped a piece, I stamped the same stamp again on some scrap paper, and then just laid it over my already stamped image. Nice and easy. So this is where I'm colouring in. This takes probably the longest of my entire layout. My album, sorry. I actually did my cover last. I got stuck into my December daily, and then I thought maybe I'll decorate the cover. So I actually did this last, and it probably took the longest of the whole video. But it was a nice process. I don't colour in much. I don't tend to colour my stamped images. I had to prime a lot of these paint pens because I hadn't used them before, but I really love the way it's looked on this cover. And the paint pens worked superbly on this cover, it really did. So I'm just using a metallic Kaiser Craft pen because I wanted a different shade of green for my tree, but I have cut that out so you don't have to watch the whole thing. But in the end, I'm really happy with how my cover turned out. So now I'm going to get stuck into my December daily, and as I flipped back through this, it didn't look very festive to me. It didn't look very bright. I don't know if it's just because when I started this today, it felt a little forced. I wasn't having a good day, in all honesty. I just wasn't in a good mood. I was just in a bit of a foul mood. So I locked myself in my art room with my glass of wine up there, a glass of rosé. Yes, I don't drink much of it. I'm not a rosé drinker. I'm a vodka kind of gal. But I thought, I'll try it. It was in the fridge and it only cost me a few dollars. So, yeah, I grabbed my glass of wine, got stuck into it. But, yeah, I thought doing my December daily would get me into a festive mood, but I think it had the opposite effect, and I took my dreary mood and infused it into my December daily, if that makes sense. So hopefully tomorrow's video will be more bright and cheery. Tomorrow is Christmas Eve. My boys are so excited for Christmas Eve, and I plan on having Christmas movies and Christmas music and Christmas overload tomorrow to get us all in the mood. So I'm hoping tomorrow's video is much more festive looking. When I flip through it, it just looks so dark and dreary. But I don't know, it might just have been the mood I was in. You guys let me know. You tell me what you think. So I stuck with those gold alphas for my numbers. I really like how they looked. I know I said the big giant red ones are my absolute favorite, and they were last year, but I'm really liking the little gold ones this year. And I'm not sure if it's because I have so many photos and not really many journaling spaces. It could possibly be it, because I'm able to put these little gold numbers on my photos themselves, and I think I've done that for the majority of these pieces so far. So the one I just finished was our letters to Santa, and yeah, I do a lot of my embellishing on my photos, and I just love how it looks. So I didn't buy a specific December daily kit this year. I have a lot of surplus Christmas themed things. I have an entire Raskog full of things that I like to use. And then I have this 12 by 12 container that I got out last year of things that I specifically wanted to use from that Raskog. I made myself a mini Christmas kit to take inside when my art room was out in the granny flat. So I took it inside so I could try and get my December daily done, and it turns out I never unpacked it. So I have a few of my more newer things in that container, and that's some of the stuff I'm using today. So I've got I love the Simple Stories sticker sheets, the packs that you could get in the collections. I think you get like 8 sticker sheets, and they're just really cool. I love the tiny words and the little icons and things, and I tend to use those a lot. So I know I did say I don't do a lot of colouring, but when I saw this card, I knew it would be perfect for this page. So this was when our elf took Elfies with the boys' iPads for his little night of mischief, and I saw this card and it says our elf, and it says place picture here, and I thought it would be cute to use that elf stamp that was in that Dylusions set, even though it's not our elf, but there's a pretty big picture of our elf right above it, so I didn't feel like the need to add another one. So I just stamped the elf from that stamp set, and I'm going to use those Kazar metallic pens to colour it in. So even though I said I don't colour in much, I did in this case. Yeah, I think this is the first time I've actually used these pens in a very long time. I was thinking, what am I going to colour this elf in with? And then I remembered that I just got these pens, no, that's a lie. I got them a while ago, actually. I can't even tell you when I got them. But yeah, I got them for those awesome colouring books, when the colouring books were a big phase. Yeah, I bought them then, and I don't think I've actually ever used them, maybe once or twice. But yeah, so when I moved, I recently refound them, so I thought they'd be good to use in this sense. And then there wasn't a red in there, so I remembered the Tombow markers that I bought at the same time as the paint pens, and I used that. So that's just basically a little filler card, picture of our elf, and then I'm going to add my journaling to the left hand side, as well as my date. So I think this is day 4, I think. I can't quite see, but yeah, so I thought I'd add all that to my journaling card, take an Elfie, because who doesn't love the word Elfie? It's such an awesome word. So yeah, I had to use it. So that's my title, Take an Elfie, and then I'm just going to write how our elf buddy hijacked the boys' iPads, changed their wallpaper to the Elfie he took, and had a lot of fun. The boys thought it was hilarious when they found their iPads the next morning with the Elfies. So very, very fun indeed. Our elf gets up to lots of mischief. Yeah, and the boys absolutely love seeing what he's gotten up to. I think my favourite this year was when he TP'd the hallway. He was playing with rolls of toilet paper, rolling them down the hallway, but that didn't seem to be enough for our elf. And then he decided to yeah, string toilet paper all through my hallway. So yeah, so this is where I'm going back through the album, and it looked a little bland and not very festive and a little boring, honestly. So I just added a few extra little pieces here and there. That was a picture of Cooper and I making cupcakes. Not very Christmassy, but you know, it was the start of our Christmas baking. And yeah, it just looked a little boring, so I was just adding a few other little bits and pieces. These are two pictures. This is a present I got off a friend, another mum at school. She was after a new iPhone for her older son who'd broken his, and it was going to cost her a bit of money. And I said, hang on, I have one at home that I haven't used in a while. The back camera doesn't work, so I never sold it when I upgraded. If you want it, you can have it. And we'd been shopping that day, and I was admiring the Cards Against Disney, which is the Disney version of the Cards Against Humanity. And she came to school pick up the next day with a present that she said was a thank you, and yeah, it was the Cards Against Disney that I'd been admiring the day before. So yeah, it was a fantastic surprise. I was really surprised to get this, and yeah, she was just really grateful for that, and it was an awesome little present. So yeah, these are just a picture of me with my awesome surprise gift from an awesome friend. And I actually really like the little cluster I've done up the top there. I love how that turned out with the number and the little present embellishment, so that was pretty cool. But yeah, so that's going to be it for today's video. Tomorrow I will be back with a few more extra days. I'm not sure how many I'm going to get through, but we will see tomorrow. But yeah, so thank you for watching part 1, and I hope you'll be back tomorrow to see me add some more to my December daily. Bye for now.